What's up, Brownies? So recently, Tyrese was on The Breakfast Club, and we'll talk in a different video about the situation with him and DJ Envy and also with the psychiatric break, because I have my own story about that. But what I want to talk about in this video is his accusations against director Bryan Barber, who you may know from Idlewild and BET's Tales and tons of music videos. He said that Bryan Barber was actually the reason for Tyrese and Charlamagne the God's friendship breaking up. So let's listen to him tell his version of the story, and then later we'll listen to Bryan Barber's response to the accusations.
I asked Charlamagne the God to come to Atlanta and do a full-on interview with myself and my ex, post the crying video, post what God
So y'all were
did.
together at this time?
We were still
Everything was good.
together.
Oh,
We both were on the couch
I wish
together.
people could see that,
and
actually.
did
Got
the
it.
whole interview.
Okay.
Post all of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I said, Charlamagne, I think this is going to do something for the kingdom, because if anybody was supposed to file for divorce, she should have left me right after I uploaded that 12-minute video with them ugly-ass faces, okay? Okay, I gave her a reason to get out,
Right.
but she stayed. And I said, I really wanted you to come in and do an interview, and let's unpack and have the conversation that we've never had. And I don't want to do it in the capacity of the Breakfast Club. Come to the crib. Let's Barbara Walters this shit.
So
and
what
do it
happened?
right.
Yeah, so what happened?
Smart.
Bryan Barber, the director, who I hired, this nigga does the fucking interview, says, I'm going to go home, get this shit edited. I said, yo, I'm going to work with you to make sure that whatever we want to accomplish in this interview, that it doesn't go over there or go over there.
That's the point of you doing it in
This
your house.
nigga has taken the fucking footage and refused to give it back. I paid $35,000 total for this whole shit. Then I found out he did it to Big Boy, did it to Dallas Austin, did it to a couple niggas. So I don't care if he see this interview, because I'm too honest. And now I got Charlamagne for years now feeling a way about me, feeling like he wasted his time, but I never wasted your time, brother.
What was going on was a whole bunch of lies and bad acting. That's what was going on. The breakdown crying was bad acting that some people went for and some people didn't. Notice, if you go back to that video, he has a t-shirt on with his daughter's name, which meant that this was something that he was planning to do, and he wanted to sell the whole story. He was directing that moment. That's where he broke. That's where he went wrong. In that crying moment, if you go back to it, he's got a t-shirt on with his daughter's name on it, as if, before I do this crying scene, let me put on the right outfit. Stop exposing yourself, bro. And don't bring my name up, bro. Because, well, see, the thing is, if I got a problem with anybody in the business, it's because they owe me money. Period. Or they try to finesse me in some kind of way. I'm not that. I'm from East Palo Alto. I ain't the nigga to try to finesse. Never. Don't try to finesse me, bro. I'm not from. I get that I'm a director and I hold the camera and I can be a different guy. Don't try to finesse me. What happened is you tried to finesse me. What happened is you lied to Charlamagne, and then you try to twist up a whole bunch of other shit. See, I'm saying too much. I need to say this on Breakfast Club. I can't say too much. I'll say it when I go on Breakfast Club.
Okay, let's take a pause right here, because full disclosure, I like this guy, Bryan Barber. Here's my first question. First thing is, when he was saying like, hey, like, I'm from East, whatever he was like, I'm from St. Olaf, I'm from Zamunda, or whatever he was saying. Was he trying to say like, that's I'm hard, so don't try me, like in a B-Rad type of a way, like for Malibu's Most Wanted, like, dude, you is not from the hood, like stop trying it? Or was he trying to say like, no, I'm not a street dude, but also I just don't play about my money, so don't try me? So tell me what he meant by that in the comments. But let me tell you what I liked about him. He did not deny the allegations, the part about, oh, he had some sort of discrepancy with Big Boy and with Dallas Austin. Instead, what he did say is, if I ever had any type of beef with somebody, it was because they either owed me money or they tried to finesse me in a way, which is what made me think that this is what was going on with Tyrese. I like that Bryan Barber does not try to make himself sound like a saint. That's what I'm saying. But let's move on.
Come on, Reese. Come on, Reese. You didn't know it was out there? Come on, bro. You have managers, agents, PR team. You're a multi-million-dollar actor in one of the biggest Hollywood franchises. There's no way you posted something and everyone didn't call you. It didn't take for your psych meds to get out your system before you found out that you had posted something to the internet. You knew it when you posted it. They called you when you posted it. You intended to post it. You thought it made sense at the time. Later on, you realized the acting was bad and you went too far. You thought that people would empathize with the crying and the tears. I think Russell Simmons actually did. Some of us actually, we actually empathized for you. But it was a bad look. And then so you decided to concoct a story about psych meds. That's what's happened. The psych meds are not real. And you keep going around telling people you did shit because you was on psych meds. Nah, you did shit because you make bad decisions. I'm not even saying that you don't have good intentions. You just like a kid who makes bad decisions. You became famous when you were a teenager, and you have suffered from a version of Arrested Development, my bro. That's what it is. Talk to your therapist about it.
Sheesh, man, I really like this Bryan Barber guy. I 1000% agree with the Arrested Development thing. Here's what I really want to encourage you all to do. Go and watch that full interview, because Tyrese literally started to unravel at this point of the interview. And one thing that I noticed was the tactics that he used to avoid answering Jess Hilarious's clear, concise, straight to the point questions about, okay, so what happened to the footage? Who has it? So forth and so on. First, he was ignoring her question. Then he tried talking over her. And then he tried changing the subject. And finally, he ended it by turning his back totally on her and addressing Charlemagne the God directly, so that he did not have to answer that question, which leads me to believe that it's exactly what Bryan Barber said. He owes him some money or tried to finesse him.
So now we coming here to clean house.
And then he just recently apologized a couple months ago.
Recently?
Well, why did
That's
where
not
is
true.
the interview?
Yes, it is. It was
Where
a
is
couple
it?
months ago.
I
It was
apologize.
after we reported
Where
one of
is
the
it?
stories about something you did. I don't know what
I
it was.
apologize to you, and I asked you to call him to try and help talk this nigga into giving up the footage and releasing it. I
Oh,
remember
that never
all
happened,
that.
Tyrese.
What happened?
You ain't never called me to ask to release the footage.
I said, yo,
Now
you got a
you on the
relationship with
segment.
Brian?
I don't know Brian. I know Brian because of you.
See what I'm talking about? First of all, let me just say this. Please make Just Hilarious permanent on the show. Did y'all catch at the end? She said, now you on the psych meds. Why is she like... But anyway, did you see how Tyrese started saying stuff that didn't even make any sense? Charlamagne's like, what are you talking about? That didn't happen. I didn't even know this man. Why would I call him? Now, watch how the story gets even fuzzier and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just watch.
I don't know what the fuck happened or
Right.
what like, let's work all sides trying to get this shit released.
Yeah.
I said, I don't even need him to edit it. I'll do it. Give us the footage. I paid for it.
Yeah.
You flew out. This shit was great. So I apologize
that?
for
My
what
brother.
another nigga did. That ain't got
See,
nothing
that's
to do
a
with me.
fucked up apology.
Where's that?
No, it's not.
Yeah, and trust, the rambling went on much longer than that. I had to cut out several seconds of it because Tyrese was wild for this. But did you hear that now we're at the point that since the first time she asked, Jess has now asked 3 more times, and Tyrese still hasn't answered. Keep listening.
I
Wait a
invited
minute.
you to come out to do the interview
That's
for
right,
me
that's right.
without knowing that a nigga I was going to ask to do the interview for us, meaning film it, was going to do that. But it's still a reflection of me.
That's
I'm
right.
apologizing for what I did to hurt you
My brother.
from what ultimately wasted your time. But I'm saying again, the grace.
I'm giving you grace.
Well, we don't need grace.
I
Where's the
never
interview?
told, what the fuck, what
Where's
nigga?
that?
What happened?
That's what I'm saying.
Why would he take a nigga footage?
Oh, I don't know.
Act like y'all don't
Ain't
hear
that
me. Where the
crazy?
nigga at? Who is
Where
he?
the nigga at?
Where-
I
like,
love
shit.
you. Give me a hug. She like, this motherfucker so crazy.
Did y'all see that? Now, see, I know I'm not the only one that caught that. You see how he had to first turn his back on her, and then now he's playing it off and deflecting by, come over here, let me hug you, let me smell your perfume, all of the other stuff. Baby, you better watch somebody with a slick silver tongue. She asked so many times after that, but just where's the footage?